Alright, this video is a bit different than the ones that I normally make. If you are a computer scientist or if you are in your bachelor's, master's or PhD program, especially in Bangladesh, I really want you guys to see this video because you might be next. I will be sharing with you guys my experience while I was applying as an intern to several software engineering firms and other startups in Bangladesh. And why am I making this video? It's because I want to give you guys the real experience and also want to share with you guys what I have been through. And being someone who has no idea how the system works, I have no idea whether this should be the norm or things are better in the real world. So, I am in the University of Michigan studying computer science and engineering, and this summer I was supposed to be doing my internships in one of the several tech companies of the US. Of course, getting an internship as a freshman is difficult, but I would be definitely applying there. However, I spent my entire first year from Bangladesh and I did not have a visa. So definitely, I did apply to a lot of companies in the US just to try it out and ensure that I have a nice CV and everything. And I heard back from a lot of companies and they said that we will definitely consider your application, but tell us whether you have a visa or not. My answer was no. Tell us if you are in the US or not. My answer was no. So evidently, I could not get any internships in the US. This summer, a lot of people said that freshman internships are, like you don't need to do it and you have a lot of chances in your future. But I really wanted to experience the practical side of computer science, not just, doing a couple of courses online and everything. So I started applying to a lot of places. Let me just tell you guys, I am not mentioning any names of personnel or any names of companies in this video. It's because I believe that there is nothing wrong with those individuals and those companies. Something is wrong with the system, and I wanted to share with you guys that. Let's name some top tech companies: Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google, Microsoft, etc. I have applied to those places and I have looked into their forms. Let me just tell you this. Most of the mid-tier startups of Bangladesh have a higher requirement list than some of the FANG companies of the United States and Silicon Valley. You heard me right. I was shocked. A web developer does not need to know so many things which a typical company in Bangladesh asks for, and that is risky. Second of all, there is no, and I repeat, there is no opportunities of freshman level internship or sophomore level internship. The concept never exists. When I was applying as an intern, being a first year student, I was competing with fourth year students, bachelor students, and master students. The culture of freshman internship does not exist. I am not mentioning companies, but one of the companies did not give me an offer because they said the culture does not exist. That happened. Let's make things a bit more realistic. I was applying to a lot of different places, and there's this company. All of us know that company. And I won't be mentioning the name of that company because, as I said, the problem is wrong with the system. I did not approach the HR team, which normally deals with it. But some people are really amazing in that company, and I personally know them. They told me that no problem, drop me your CV, I'm gonna give you a reference. My heart literally melted because people in Bangladesh, and I repeat this guys, the people in Bangladesh are some of the best. They love to help other Bangladeshis out. However, the company, the system, it does not allow a freshman like me to work just because I'm a freshman. And okay, that's fine. That is up to the system. We cannot work with the system. I cannot get a job in SpaceX because I'm a Bangladeshi passport holder. Every company has their own policy. So why am I actually making this video? And that is about commitment. In December, I reached out to someone from a company. They told me that, okay, you want to work remotely? I said yes. I said, okay, you want to be an intern? I said yes. They asked me, why do you want to work? And I said directly, I do not even need any paid promotion. Like, I do not need to get a salary because I already am earning through my other, like the other different things that I do. I am only wanting this because I want the experience and the skills which I could not do in the US because of my own um, restrictions for the COVID, right? If they would have told me that we do not accept internships in the first place, especially from a freshman student, I would not have, I repeat, I would not have wasted so much time preparing for so many interviews, seeing so many questions that come, and trying to motivate myself that Deepro, you got a chance, you have to nail it. But they told me that they will be replying to me on mid-February. I repeat, mid-February. So February, 28 days. Let's consider the Valentine's Day to be the date that they want to call me. 14th Feb. The days passed. There was no reply. It was not until I personally knocked an individual again that they sent me an email that they want an interview. I was really happy. The interview was scheduled for a day, and there were almost 10 to 12 days remaining for the interview, which made me realize that, yeah, this company is extremely, and I repeat, they are extremely busy, and I'm so happy that they gave me 1 hour of my time on that day. And let me remind you that that day and that time was fixed by them, not me. So apparently they were free during those time and during that 1 hour. All right. For the next 10 days, my days were spent watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I was applying for the product manager internship role. And I was looking at a lot of different interviews, how questions were asked and everything. On that day, I was all ready for that interview. And a person showed up exactly the time that was allocated. However, the main person who was supposed to take my interview was not there. That person showed up almost 30 minutes late. I repeat, almost 30 minutes late. And quote unquote, he said, sorry, bhaiya, I was a bit preoccupied. Now, my question is, this was also your job. Your job, unlike, like, you might be saying that even FANG companies do this with you and that, but let me tell you, all around the world, commitment is commitment. Google Calendar time is Google Calendar time. You do not mess up with those. And this was that person's work. They might be saying, it was only 20 minutes late. Like, dude, I respect my time. 5 minutes is a lot for me. 5 seconds is a lot for me. When you take 10 days of time and give me a date after 10 days and you still do not show up on time, and you call yourself a product manager, and keeping in mind that one of the main work of a product manager is also to ensure that everything is efficient, I really do not know how things are working in this country. All right, let's move on, because I always love to keep things very optimistic. Then I was given my interview questions. Normally, this sort of interview lasts for 30 to 40 minutes. If a company in Bangladesh wants to hit the global scale, they should work like all the other global companies. So I'm just assuming that they are working in the same line. I was only asked 2 questions. Very common questions, and the way the questions were asked to me were like this. All right, I'm sorry I'm late. I have 2 questions for you. And that's it. And I could understand from the way they were talking that they just wanted to get over with it. Like, it's like a formality. Just get on with Deepro. Like, yeah, just finish this off. They had this mentality. And I promise you this, that a lot of Bangladeshis cannot even make a proper CV. They still have all those pictures. They still have all those colorful illustrations. But as we all know, a CV has to be 1 page long and mostly black and white. Anyways, I do not know what my competitors were like. I gave some very solid questions and evidences about the company's product and how things could be better. And they were like, thank you so much. You will be hearing from us soon. And let me bring you back to the first ever conversation that we had. That person told me that remote internships are fine. We have no problem with it. So they were agreeing to the fact that I could be working remotely, right? But in my rejection email, they said that we could not offer you a place because that culture does not exist. It started in December. My question to you is, I don't know if the person is watching this or this is in general. Why did you waste 50 days of my time? You might be coming up with a counter argument that, oh, in FANG companies, they keep you awaited for more than 90 days, 100 days. Dude, do not compare. I'm just talking in general. See, we are in Bangladesh. We want to do something for moving Bangladesh. We want to do something for digital Bangladesh. We want to do something for our tech industry. And in this country, even people with a master's degree do not get jobs. So how can I, as a freshman who just started off universities, expect that I would be getting an internship in Bangladesh? Why do people focus so much on the degree and not on any internships? Guys, the first internship that most of the people do as engineers in Bangladesh is during their 4th year or after they graduate. This is not a global representation of tech. I am talking from a very small perspective. I am not someone who considers myself big. But these things need to change. Time is valuable. And just like one of my amazing inspirations who I just talked for 2 to 3 days, he told this particular thing, which you can see on the screen right now. And that is absolutely true. That giving your time to someone and not respecting that is not a good sign. I might be 19 years old, but I am a youth of this country, and I deserve the equal respect that a 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90-year-old person should get. The tech of Bangladesh needs to work. And yeah, this was my experience of applying to internships in Bangladesh as a computer science student. I do not intend to hurt any organization, any company, or any individual, and that's why I kept it anonymous, and I do not wish to share the name anytime soon. But this was one of the most disappointing experience that I ever had. I applied to companies like Facebook, Amazon, Google, Rolls-Royce, and other companies as well. I never got this treatment. Please respect the youths of Bangladesh. And I'm talking for all the master's, PhD, and bachelor students who are still not able to get a job in this field. Thank you.